This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
The Gemara in the beginning of Masechta Megillah, on Daf Hey Amud Aleph, going on to Hey Amud Beis, records three mysterious practices of Rebbi. We've discussed these in the past. Rebbi planted a tree on Purim. Rebbi wanted to uproot Tisha B'Av, and what's relevant for today is V'rachatz b'kroina shel tzipori b'shiva Asar b'tamaz. Literally, he bathed in a wagon in Tzipori on the 17th day of Tammuz. So, Tosfos wants to know, what does it mean he bathed in a wagon? Does it really mean he bathed in a wagon? So Tosfos, lav dafka koloymar b'farhesia. Okay, so why doesn't it say he did it publicly? Why kroina shel tzipori? And why do I need to know it was in Tzipori? Well, certainly there's a literal meaning over here. Rebbi held you could bathe on Shivas B'Tammuz, but I would like to understand this perhaps on a deeper level in the context of the other practices of Rebbi. We've explained in the past that Rebbi wanted to uproot Tisha B'Av. Is Rebbi midabeis David Ka'asi. Rebbi came from David's house. Rebbi was a scion of the Davidic dynasty, and we know Mashiach ben David is born on Tisha B'Av, and therefore Rebbi felt the seeds of redemption in Tisha B'Av, and being from David's family, he felt the Avelos and the Chorban already lifting on Tisha B'Av. Likewise, we explained that Purim is the day of Shaul HaMelech. It's the day of Mordechai, and it's to a small extent an affront to the base Rebbi, and therefore Rebbi planted the tree of Malchus. The Gemara later says the tree was Avarnuki Shel Malachim. To say, even though Shaul, you may have your day, Malchus belongs to the Malchus base David. Can we then suggest Rebbi also recognizing that ultimately Soim Haravi will be Lebeis Yehuda, L'Sasain L'Simcha? Rebbi felt already the Avelos lifting. Rachatz, he trusted. Not literally, he bathed, meaning he felt the lifting of the Avelos, but on a deeper level, Rachatz in Aramaic can mean he has faith. Like Be'ana Rachitz, in him I have faith. Rachatz, Bekroina, in the pride, Shel Tzipori. The Tzipar is, of course, Klal Yisrael, like we find by the Bris Ben Habesarim, Besat Tzipar Loy Basar. Rebbi trusted in the ultimate restoration of the pride of Klal Yisrael on the 17th day of Tammuz, and therefore he was able to practice a lifting of some of the Avelos, and he bathed on Shivas B'Tammuz. But because Rebbi came from Malchus Beis David, and even though these 3 weeks are weeks of very great difficulty for Klal Yisrael, nevertheless, the Chassam Sofer says that on Shivas B'Tammuz is when Oived was conceived by Rus. There is a certain seeds of redemption in the Tanesim, as the pasuk says, Tzayim Haravi, V'tzayim HaChamishi, V'tzayim HaShvi, V'tzayim HaSiri, Eliyah, L'Beis Yehuda, L'Sasan, L'Simcha, U'L'mayadim Toivim. And that is why Aaron, when he tells Klal Yisrael about the Egal, which was of course made on Shivas B'Tammuz, he says, Chag L'Hashem Machar. Machar, in the future, one day, today, the 17th of Tammuz, will be a great festival, a great Yom Tov. So we should be Zoicha. The same way Rebbi felt the seeds of redemption on Shivas B'Tammuz, we should be Zoicha to reap the fruits of those seeds in the ultimate restoration of Malchus Beis David and the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu. Wishing everyone an easy fast.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.